Hello guys and welcome to the channel. My name is P.TSUPERSTE and we are going to get into a video at the end of December, just before in 2025, to help you in 2025 get rid of that fat or build them muscles. So yeah guys, this video is basically, I'm going to try and look at the camera here. This video is basically about how to lose fat and what's the best way to lose fat. Is it cardio or is it building muscle? And we're going to get into both of them. And this video is not just me ranting here. I've got some clips to add just to show you what I'm talking about. So one of the reasons why running isn't the best thing for burning fat, because if you start running today, the likelihood is your heart rate's going to go through the roof and you're going to be burning carbs. And that's what the clip that I'm going to add into this video tells you in a bit on the science of the fat burning zone. And your fat, so once you go above 75% of your max, you're burning carbs mostly. And so anybody who starts running, they are basically going to be just going straight into that zone because you find it so difficult. And it'll take you about 30 days before your body actually gets used to it. So that's the science on that. And then building muscle, one of the reasons why building muscle is the best way to lose fat is because your muscles will use that fat as energy, because muscles in effect are inefficient. Your body doesn't want muscles unless it needs it. So you've got to give your body a reason to build muscle. And one of the best reasons to build muscle is to either enter a bodybuilding competition, become stronger because work's hard and you're lifting heavy things that you can't really lift, like me. I've got to lift heavy things at work, so me being stronger helps my job. And being overweight. If you're overweight, then that is an excellent reason to build muscle. So I'm going to play the clip now, and then I'll meet you in the kitchen and I'll show you some more scientific ways on why mixing cardio and weightlifting is the best way for you to burn fat.
In this case, it's running, right? Primarily, we use oxygen and fat as main source of fuel. So once we start moving and running, then the heart rate goes up. So if the heart rate goes up, then you end up using your carbs as fuel. With this test, you're gonna see your zone 1, 2, 3, and 4. You wanna focus on your zone 2 fat burning zone because that's where you burn a lot of fat and increase your cardio. Once you train at zone 2 fat burning zone, it will take you about, let's say 25 to 30 days, continuous every day of zone 2 fat burning zone before your body recognizes, hey, Ali's using her fat as fuel.
Right guys, so as you've seen on that clip, the guy, that was Ali Spagnola's video. On the clip, I've left a little bit of the title on there. So if you do want to go and watch that video, just go and watch it. You can see in the title where it's come from. But she basically did a VO2 max, and that guy basically said that in zone 2 is your fat burning zone. And what happens is after 30 days, once your body realizes it's building fat, burning fat, it'll primarily start using fat as that source of energy for your runs. But the problem with that is you've got to run further and further and further, because the more you run, the more your heart rate comes down, and the more your heart rate comes down, the less calories you burn. So when I went for my 50k run the other day, I burned hardly any calories because my body's become so efficient at running because it needs to get us through these long runs. And for somebody who's burning fat and who's overweight, going on a long distance run is probably the last thing you want to be doing. And that's why it's so important to combine it with weightlifting, because them 30 days that you spent doing cardio, you could have been lifting weights and you would have lost weight a lot faster. So I'm also going to give you my top tip on how I gain and lose weight. And it's called iodine. And if you've made it to the end of this video, you need to go and buy this, because listen, iodine, a function of iodine in the human body relates to clear thinking, normal cognitive function. This process in the brain is responsible for memory, attention, learning, reasoning, and decision making. And this is obviously important for the decision of whether you want to actually go to the gym or not, you know what I mean? So once you've got that fixed, your brain, iodine also contributes to the normal production of thyroid hormones, skin health, and energy yielding metabolism. So you've got everything in one bottle that you could possibly need to help you on your weight loss or weight gain journey. Because the thyroid is why people would say to people like me, oh, you've got a high metabolism, that's why you don't gain weight. But it wasn't because I had a fast metabolism, it was because I had a hyperactive thyroid. And anyone with an underactive thyroid might be gaining weight, and they need the same thing. It's because the iodine in the thyroid, the thyroid's just totally out of balance, and you need to get that in check for you to be able to lose weight. And we'll talk about it more in the future. But yeah, this video is basically me giving you a quick summary of why cardio and weightlifting is the best to lose weight, mixing the two of them together. Because the more you've got muscles are inefficient. The body doesn't really want them unless they've got a reason for them. And the reason might be because you want to get stronger, like I said earlier, or you just want to lose fat. So always remember that. The best thing to do to burn fat is build muscle. I'd love to say it's cardio like, but I just can't. It's not. Because I do so much cardio and I don't lose weight because I'm so efficient at running. So guys, get into the gym and start building some muscle.